Well, here we go. Here we go. We'll let the entry quieten down. There we go. Welcome to this scheduled live chat. It's not our standard Saturday night fare, but I've been joined by Martin Dare, whose electricity has just run out. No, he's back in. No, he's back in now. Evening, Martin.
Evening, boys. How are you? All right.
We're joined by Luke, who is a medium-ish restorer. He's
doing, everyone?
He's got issues at the minute, my boy Luke has, Lukey boy. So he may or may not wish to explain that at some point later. We'll leave that up to him.
Yeah.
But what we will do is, I think it's fair to say, on behalf of Luke, he's going to be creating a new YouTube channel at some point in the very near future. When we find out what the name is, we would like everybody to go and resubscribe to his channel, and please pass the channel name round. We'll be doing so on the. Oh, crikey, we've got people in the chat already. Fantastic. That means I didn't tell the boys we're using Restream this evening, which is our new piece of software. Hence, we've got flashy backgrounds and intro music, and it looks like I've had a shave. Although,
What are you making an effort today, PJ?
Oh, I'm making an effort, yes. Well, I put a coat, I'll put a jacket on, so that's that's as far as I was prepared to go. Good evening, lads. Where are you? Get your butt on here. Good evening, Kev. Good evening, Mick. Good evening, Ian. Laz is that your new channel name, Luke? Yes, it is. Mediumish Restorer is going to be his new channel.
No, I think it should be L&L Restorations, Luke and Laz's Restoration.
Yeah.
Or I'll paint better than you. So, yeah, bless him. Luke's in a little bit of flux at the minute. Laz is saying, sorry, guys, just watching tonight. That's okay, mate. We are going to be discussing the schedule. This isn't a scheduled chat with somebody, although we've got that coming up on the 3rd now with Matchbox Mark. Mark Dandridge. Hopefully he'll be joining us on the 3rd of October at 8 o'clock. So come and join us for that one. This one's just a little bit of banter, really, to discuss the schedule that we put together for next year. So, before we do that, Martin, anything you want to share? Anything major changed since?
No. Just I've had the hailstones and wrecked me porch roof, but yeah, apart from that, looks like I've had been in the World War III with bullet holes all over my roof. But yeah,
it was.
Apart from that, nothing's changed. Same old, same.
Luke's. I don't want to. I'm trying to not swear on his behalf, but the world's gone to hell in an handbasket for Luke. So bless him. We're all there for him. Can't do enough all for him, really, but we can only advertise.
It's so subject at the minute, PJ. I worked hard on that channel to get it where it was.
Yeah.
And it just, it's heartbreaking. It is.
On a positive note, you'll be able to catch me up and pass me twice. So there you go.
I doubt it. It's not just like the subscribers; it's the watch hours you got to build back up again.
It is. There is that.
And that's the hardest part, I reckon. It's going to be.
Yeah.
If we end up doing it, I'll have to have a think about it before I jump into it again.
Lessons can be learned, I guess, but there are hard lessons to learn, sadly.
Yeah.
We've been joined by Jerry, our good friend Jerry. How are you?
Hi, Jerry. Evening, Jerry. How are you, mate?
My friend, the quiet assassin. Good to see you.
Oh, is it still in the empty house?
Yeah. Have you still got an empty house, Jerry, or is the house filling up with family members? He'll know what we mean. So we've got quite a few irregulars in the chat. Thanks for joining us, chaps. It makes it worthwhile. So here we go then. What we're going to do is just to confirm what we've got coming up. Kev, I don't want to rat you off in case you've already done the Ashes, but we have had a bit of a change. So next month we've got More Than Four, which is October. More Than Four wheels, that is. So you can do a vehicle with a spare tire, like the Land Rover's got a spare tire on the bonnet. That counts as More Than Four. Anything with a spare tire that shows hello, empty but getting. Joe say hello, empty but getting filled. I would imagine, is that what he's saying? Filled. Yes, good. It won't be long before you're backed off into the old garage there, Jerry, and you're not allowed in the house. Make the most of it, my friend.
Yeah, here's your hat, here's your coat.
Here's your hat and your coat. Get out. So yes, October, More Than Four wheels and a spare wheel does count. November, we have got the Any Forces vehicle. And we had a bit of a chat about this, didn't we, Mark? Because we thought we'd broaden this one out this time round and go with including emergency services. So you can do ambulances, fire engines, whatever emergency services.
We went down that road because obviously that not everybody's got military vehicles. It's not a sort of thing that everybody collects. But most people have got a police car, fire engine, or an ambulance somewhere in their stash, but not so much military vehicles. So that just widens the scope of people who don't have to go out and buy something. We don't want people to go out and buy something specific, but that's why we're trying to keep it fairly simple. Yeah,
we like to keep the challenges generic as much as possible. So, I mean, I'm going to do I think it's the 8-wheeled Matchbox 8-wheel crane. But do it in a military colour, so you can give it a military twist. And then December. Now, we like the suggestion that Russ from Russ from Play Apps suggested, which was the less than 4 wheels. We like that. So rather than we've got a space already. We hadn't quite decided on the ashes. So we're going to be using that. So it's going to be less than 4 for the ashes. If I find something else for the ashes challenge, can I still show my original entry as well, please? Go on then, Kev, being as it's you. Or you could just take a wheel off the one that you've done and call it less than 4. It's been in a crash. No, so less than 4 is what we're looking for the ashes for this year.
Yeah, that could be a motorbike and what have you as well.
The Einkel Bond Bug. Yeah. I've got a Bond Bug. I've never thought about that. I might be doing that. So that will round off 2024. And just to add to the 2024 news, I'm going to give a shout out to PB from PB Restorations, and I think I know who's brought the vehicle from off eBay that he did for the Paint It Blue challenge. But added to that, and I've took a bit of money in as well, we've got to £373, which is mind blowing.
Brilliant.
For our little community, like to get to that, smashed it. So well done, everybody. Excuse me. Right, January. Now these are all pretty generic, apart from one that we need some help from the community with. So January, any European vehicle. So Audi, Porsche, VW, you name it, anything. Now we're not classing. Because because of Brexit, British isn't a European car anymore. Although most of the British cars are built in Europe, if that makes sense. But so it's got to be a European car. So even the English have got to do a VW, Porsche, whatever it may be. So that is January. Awesome, says guys. Of course, it is awesome. February. In honour of Mr. Dare, any dinky vehicle for February. Pretty straightforward, that one. One of the challenges that we had suggested to us in the Facebook group was any racing car. Well, come March, it's any sports vehicle, so that can include racing cars.
Racing, rally, whatever.
We decided to keep some of these. We've kept from previous years, obviously. The next, so European, dinky, sports, and then we're into January, February, March, April. Keeping track of where we are. April. Any TV or film vehicle, we've kept that because the amount of times we've been to car shows and toy shows, collectors' fairs, and picked up the Kojak car, Black Bess, Bond, famous one. But it doesn't have to be that famous. It can be anything that's been in a show. Like you could always do the Red Audi challenge. Good luck with that, by the way, if you decide to do it. Paint the Audi red could be a part of that, which is from Life on Mars.
Ashes to Ashes.
And Ashes to Ashes, yeah. There's an Audi in that, and it's red. But every time that we've tried to paint an Audi red, it causes problems. So you can include that if you choose to do so. Then we get to May. May is TBA, to be advised, and this is the choice voted on by suggested by the community, and then we will put a poll out, and whoever wins the poll, that will be the challenge for May. June, any Corgi vehicle, pretty straightforward. Then we go to. This wasn't in honour of Mr. Dare. This was to rack off Mr. Dare. And this is any Jaguar. Now, Martin will love doing a Jag, but probably not the way that Kev would do it. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, but he's barred from that. He's barred from that challenge.
Laz is saying, I think we should include British cars too, but it's only my opinion, PJ. Well, we've done the minute. I'd like to stay. I think it's too easy sometimes for us to do British English cars if you live in England, like. So I think it just stretches perhaps some of us to go and get a European car. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with non-British cars, I think. Oh, so I can almost put my foot down then, isn't it? Oh, management decision. The next one's a good one, which is good. It's a good one. In August, we're doing any scrapyard vehicle. Now, this, I think, was suggested as part of a diorama. If you choose to add a diorama to it. It doesn't have to be a diorama, but anything you kind of find in a scrapyard. So you can't just pick a car that's scrapped out of your box. It's got to be made to look as though it's there for a reason, like it's being worked on by mechanics or it's in a setting. I don't know how to best describe it other than that. You could put it in a crusher if you can form a crusher, something like that. But really, I think this has got scope for such a wide rate. It's probably more specific one than the others. Any scrap.
The weathering and the rust and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can do it in a single set.
Yeah. September will always be the Paint It Blue challenge, so that won't be changing. Next October, more than 4 again. We haven't done this one yet, but we're looking at the same again this time next year. And same with the Any Forces vehicle, including emergency services. Now, next year's Ashes is any bus or coach. So, is it coach? Is Americans call them coaches? Buses?
Will we be incorporating like minibus?
I think anything that can carry. Yes, no, I was going to say you got to be careful. Don't want to go down the people carrier route where somebody does
Oh,
then,
not an SUV. No, not an SUV, but
SUV,
one means like a minibus. Yeah.
a minibus. Yeah, absolutely. Transit van. I've never actually seen a transit version of a minibus.
Oh yeah, loads. Yeah.
There you go then. And which it's a minibus. Any bus or coach. And that concludes the schedule up until the end of December 2025. We'll be uploading to this Facebook. We'll be uploading this to the Facebook page. If you're familiar with Facebook, you know that there are tabs across the top, and one of them says Files, and there'll be a JPEG of this. If you want an emailed version of it, I'm quite happy to send it to anybody. Just contact me. Yes, for American coaches. Yes, for American coaches. Okay. Kev says you can't bar me. Can the Audi be pink as they all go? That eventually. Can the Audi be pink?
If it's Vauxhall red, it probably would go pink.
Long enough. Well, the way that we've been painting Audis red, they don't get a chance to go pink because we have to keep bloody repainting them. That's been the biggest problem with them. There's a long story behind this paint. This Audi, painting Audi red. There's not many people who are taverners, benefactors, and painting an Audi red. It's a very niche group. So if you want to join that group, paint an Audi red, and you have to admit if you drop it. there's certain conditions. If you have to touch the paint up, if it crackles, something's bound to go wrong with it. The damn thing is cursed. That's why we have the Audi red challenge. It's not
dropping things, PJ. That Escort that I did, I put the base coat on it, done all the strike works on it, and that little clamp that I've got that holds it, the spring popped out the side, chucked it off. Lucky enough, it's only left 2 little marks on the paint. You can see them, but they're not bad. So I left it on this and just left it up.
Yeah, them Tamiya things are renowned. If you don't get them in there right, I've had it. It's happened to me on occasion. It sprung out.
You're not having a good time of it, are you? Just lately, lad.
I think it's just time to hang my boots up, isn't it?
Need a break, man.
Hang up your airbrush.
No, I'll be back tomorrow with a vengeance. You what?
We're doing about 5 videos a day now.
We'll soon see on Thursday. if there's a video up Thursday morning, we'll be all right.
Oh dear. Grab yourself a bottle of scotch. Come down here for a night.
I'll come and cry on your shoulder, PJ.
Yeah, come down, lad. I'll look after you.
You've been getting a new front door.
Yeah, special front door now.
Special front door.
It's the restorer's entrance, not like the tradesman's entrance at the back.
Yeah.
Restorer's entrance. Any questions in the chat regarding any of these challenges? Please shout out. If you've got a challenge that you'd like us to consider, I'm not saying that we will, because we're a bit like that. It's got to be something generic. That's the whole idea. That if you've been here long enough, you get the idea of the group by now. We always do generic challenges, so it's as wide as possible, and everybody gets a go.
We should have done a fast forward challenge.
Say again, sorry.
We should have done a fast forward challenge. That's what we should have done.
Fast forward.
Fast
forward.
Yeah, all the Harris turbos, Cosworths.
Well, you've got the any sports vehicle. You can do a fast forward.
Yeah. Been nice to see what people do.
We can put that in the bank for a later time, can't we?
Yeah.
If you have a backup, something happens, we can always do something like that because of fast forward.
I have read out it. I think we should do yes for American coaches. Right. Well, apparently no questions in the chat. There you go. So we're using just a bit of admin. Has this come across okay on YouTube? We don't know what the delay has been like. Obviously, we're looking at the actual Restream app. This is our replacement for StreamYard. I'm hoping it's going to do the job for us. Go on, Luke.
It's just the pitch is a bit weird, PJ. The way it's set out on the phone, it's just
yeah.
It's not like StreamYard. I can see A2, but I don't know where I am.
You can. I'm just this is gonna mind boggle a lot of people, so I'm just gonna go through the settings for a moment with
Well, I've got PJ at the top, and me and PJ at the top, and you're at the bottom.
Yeah,
But
that's how
before we went live, I couldn't see you at all, Luke. But
Yeah.
I can see you now.
I think because we've got different devices, it
Might be the phone, you never know.
Yeah. What about if you turn your phone?
It's on its side at the minute. If I turn it the other way, you read smaller screen, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it should work. Let's orientation selection not available. I can't change it while we're live, unfortunately. There you go. Ian says, as Crystal, yeah, Mick says, I'll see all three of you. Ian saying, as clear as crystal over here. That's fantastic news. Jerry, will a list be available? Yes, my friend. And I will send you a copy of it in Messenger. Not a problem. Note to self, send Jerry a copy in Messenger. I'll also send a copy out to Ron to pass on to Mark from Matchbox Mark and his friends. So, yeah, it's a pretty short one, this one is. It's just hi, gents. Jerry. I tell you what, we'll give it 5 minutes. We'll waffle for 5 minutes. I'll run down it again fairly quickly, just because Jerry's just joined us as well. And I don't like to say, welcome along. We're going now. That's not good, is it? Thanks for coming. We're off. Right. Laz is saying clear picture and sound here too. Thanks, Laz. Good stuff. Well, that's the history behind this is that this software that we're using now is called Restream. It was the originator of this kind of technology. We obviously went for StreamYard, who trying to rip us off by doubling the price. We'd only had it 5 minutes, it seems, before they doubled the price. Up to $44, which was around about £35. So yeah, we went to Restream, jack that in, and if you want to be a benefactor and help us pay for this license, give me a shout. I've got a PayPal link that I can quite happily send to anybody. You can pay me mortgage while you're at it if you want, but no, there is a limit between £2 and £5 if you want to be a benefactor and have a shield against your name when we do the video galleries. That would be much appreciated. Kev, for the TBA challenge, how about any Rolls Royce? Any Rolls Royce?
TBA, what's that?
To be
yeah,
advised.
to be arranged, yeah.
It's not like FAB. It's not Thunderbird term. Yeah, TBA challenge.
We could go luxury vehicle. That would include Rolls Royces, Bentleys.
Yeah. Some of these, when they are good ones, we'll put in the bank as well, like Martin says.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'll add that to the list. So, being as Jerry's just joined us, I'll run down this list again. Jerry, we're talking about what builds we're doing towards the end of this year and what's coming up next year. So,
excuse me a minute.
Excuse me. October, more than 4. November, any forces vehicle, including emergency services. Excuse me. December, the Ashes, less than 4. So less than 4 wheels we're talking about. January, any European vehicle. February, any dinky vehicle. March, any sports vehicle. April, any TV or film vehicle. May, to be advised, which is being suggested by the community that we will vote on. June, any corgi vehicle. July, smash up a Jag. No, it's not. It's any Jaguar. Please take care of them. Except Kev. I can't tell Kev because he'll just laugh at me. August, any scrapyard vehicle. Anything it might even be a crane that you found in a scrapyard. I just thought of that as well. So anything you might find in a scrapyard. And if you want to add a bit of a diorama to it, like several cars in a stack ready for smashing up, please do so. The more detail, the better. September, paint it blue. It's always paint it blue in September. 4 years we've been at this now. Can't believe it. Love it. Well done, everybody. I don't know whether I mentioned, I think I might have mentioned it off air, but I'll mention it again if I haven't. We have raised £373 for the Alzheimer's Society this year. Smashed it. Love it. Get in there. October, any vehicle with more than four wheels comes up again. And November, any forces vehicle, including emergency services, comes up again. And next year, Christmas Ashes event is any bus or coach, including mini buses, any kind of bus or coach. Coach and horses. As long as you transport people, go for it. Ian, what about take any casting to do a steampunk version? Oh, what you could do, Dare's just gone blank. You know, we did a steampunk, didn't we, some years ago? I think mine fell apart eventually. I stuck too many bits on it. It looked like something from Space 1999, and it wasn't a Space 1999 vehicle. But yes, another one that we can stick in the old in the bank.
In the bank.
But we'll put it to the vote anyway. That's not so. We've got any Rolls Royce, any steampunk version. There was another one. Luke, you said about a fast Ford. Yeah, I think that was it. Right. So
well, fast Fords and scrapyards and go together, can't they? It's where they belong.
Yeah, that's where most of them ended up.
Yeah.
It did.
So there you go, boys. That's any questions, any further suggestions? We'll give it a 2-minute countdown, and then this has been a success. Which I mean, also, I know we're not doing this on a Saturday night, which is when we usually do these things. It will always be 8 o'clock whenever we do an announcement or we go live on Saturday. I know it can cause a bit of problems for some people when you don't live in the UK or in Europe, but we have to kind of find a middle ground for everybody.
Yeah.
Tonight's just been let's restream and get this list out there. But as I said, anybody that wants to private message me, or leave a message on Facebook on the DMC group that wants the list, by all means drop a line, and there will be a copy uploaded. What is steampunk? Oh, come on, Cav.
You know, I was thinking the same thing.
Oh no.
So I had the same confusion last year, and I thought, well,
no, that was cyberpunk. It was cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, yeah. Basically, get an old watch and just take it on.
Imagine taking your fast forward, but it's run on cogs and steam, that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably
looks more like a steam engine. Basically, get yourself a steam engine, put the body of a car over the top of it. There's your
steampunk.
Steampunk. What is steampunk? Oh my life.
PJ, what about if we do an EV?
An EV? No, I don't know. No, I think I'm going to be ill now. No. Luke, I love you to bits, you know that, but no. Get yourself a drink, lads. You're starting to talk rubbish.
I'm not to get one out of the fridge.
It's been a bad day for you. It's starting to lose your mind.
Yeah, it's a bad day to stop drinking. It's a bad day to stop drinking, isn't it?
Oh, I won't stop. Well, the missus ain't home, so she can't stop stop getting in the fridge.
You could at least had to stock it up for you before she left.
Oh, it's well stocked up, mate. I won't put it that way.
All righty. I'm too old for talk like that, Leslie. Too Young is probably actually, if you know what Steam is. Think Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. Possibly, yes. I can see the thought behind that. I like the. I refer back to Fallout 4, the video game, where they've taken sort of 30s and 40s car and given them a modern twist, so they look futuristic or anything like that. But you could just look up steampunk vehicles on Google. You'll get a gist of what we're looking for, or what's been suggested. Right, good shout out that one, Ian. That's another one that will go to the bank. I think it's about time we do something a little bit different. Right, Mart, hotels.
No, I'm all good. I'm all good.
Yeah, Luke.
I'm all good.
We're all good. We're all good. The lads are all good. Good to see the regular irregulars. Thanks for coming back, guys. Always a pleasure to talk to you in the chat. And we'll be back on the 3rd this time. I'll try and pronounce. I'll try and get this right. The 3rd. Mark was otherwise engaged when we tried to set this up last time, but on the 3rd of October, 8 o'clock. Hopefully, we'll have Matchbox Mark with us. That's why Lee, bless him, covered for us last time. Right, go, Luke.
I'll just make the announcement. The 3rd's a very special day. It's my birthday. So if anybody wants to buy me any presents.
Somebody wants to send him a car.
Yeah.
That'll make his
big day.
Big day.
Big day.
Well, if we're going to go down this road, in December, I'm 60. You know what I mean? So it's just saying, like,
my birthday's bigger than mine.
Oh, yeah, mine's a little bit bigger. Mine's closer to a funeral than a birthday, mate. You know. Well, that went downhill fast. Escalated downwards. Right. Cheers, guys. Good chat tonight. No problems. How about non-vehicles? Jerry says. How about non-vehicles? Ooh.
Meaning what? Aircraft,
boats, hovercraft,
trains.
I just thought we had to put a blank picture up.
Trains. What was it? What's that film? Trains,
automobiles.
Yeah. That was what's his name? John Candy, wasn't it?
John Candy. Yeah.
Hovercraft.
Other one to add. I'm going to have to go back through this chat.
Yeah, hovercraft. Yeah,
hovercraft. That's good, isn't it?
Hovercraft. Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, Matchbox hovercrafts as well.
Yeah, hovercraft, aircraft.
Right. We're out of here. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on the 3rd.
Yeah. Bye, Roy. Thanks for dropping in.
Everyone.
Take care, folks. See you soon.